Will the captain really allow this? I mean, I think so. I don't know how this captain could be anything other than fucking absolutely awful. And he's Captain 6. So, who are these people? Seem awfully calm. Imperturbable, even. Yeah, the ideal Soul Reaper, of course. The only Soul Reapers who are scared of dying are you and Captain 9. What do two Oh, an adjutant is a military officer who acts as an administrative assistant to a senior officer. So is that like, assistant vice captain? Like, Renji? Or, but adjutant-less captains. Like, adjutant-less. How would you even, like, it's like, if an adjutant is a military appointment given to an officer who assists the commanding officer with unit administration, you must mention human resources, then an adjutant-less one, like, I don't know what he's trying to say here. I'm not sure if this is an insult, like, I'm not even sure what this implies. Okay, this needs a translation note, because almost every single person who has experienced Bleach does not understand what this is saying, because it has been mistranslated in every single release of Bleach, except for one. We'll get to that one at the end. First off, the Viz release here. What do two adjutant-less captains want with me? What is this actually saying? It is saying that, very literally, this is not a wrong translation, it just sounds wrong. Because you think this is saying they don't have adjutants. But that's not what this is saying. This is saying, why are you approaching me without your adjutants? That's what this is trying to say. Even that is not really the perfect line here. It's hard to translate this exactly, but this is very close. It just comes across weird because it's adjutant list. Sounds like they don't have adjutants, rather than what are two captains without their adjutants want with me. And again, that doesn't even quite get into why he's even saying that. So then we have the scanlation, which is the worst version of this possible. Maybe not the, I mean, this and the anime have one of the worst. So they say, you two Taichos, captains, came without your Fuku Taicho, vice captains. What do you want from me? He's not saying Fuku Taicho in this at all. They just completely... This is the problem with scanlations. It's like localizing in the other direction, right? The word he is saying is Fukukan. What are you doing here without your Fukukans? And they are translating this as Fukutaicho. That's not what he's saying. What the fuck are you talking about? Insane, but I wouldn't expect anything less from a manga reader. It's so crazy that they will localize a Japanese word into another Japanese word because they didn't understand the first Japanese word. Fukukan being adjutant. Again, the anime as well went with, now what would two captains without their lieutenants want with me? Again, it's fine in some ways, but again, it's not getting across what he's saying. He is not saying, and the lieutenants is the vice captains in the anime. That's what they translate the vice captains as, Fukutaicho. But he's not saying Fukutaicho here. He's saying Fukukan. And so as well, the official anime translation went with lieutenants, because they just boiled everything down. They just got rid of the adjutants entirely. The adjutants aren't in the anime at all. They just completely got rid of that term entirely, and what third seats are. And again, this also brings us into complications because all the third seats are adjutant except for Renji, who's also an adjutant. It's complicated. But anyway, the best version we have of this, and which accurately gets across what the scene is trying to say, is the dub. The dub is the only version of Bleach in which is accurately translated this scene. So, let's watch that really quick, just that line.
If this were official business, you two wouldn't be without your adjutants.
See? Bam. So easy. So easy. But that's what this line is saying. He is saying, why are two captains approaching me without their adjutants? And also, this line could also be translated as him saying, why are two captains without their adjutants approaching me when I don't even have my adjutant either? But that's like a little bit too lengthy, and like that's like the kana and the katakana. Either way, this is probably the best way to say this. But, you know, it is like, why are two captains approaching me without their adjutants? But also, why are two captains approaching me without their adjutants when I don't have my adjutant? That, you know, implies that captains typically don't talk to each other without their adjutants around. Like, it's, you know, one, like, they're approaching him without any other company. They're approaching them personally. That's the part of this deal. And then also, like, you know, why this is an important scene and stuff like that. And then also, additionally, this is abnormal for captains to just directly talk to each other without their adjutants adjutants with them, or without their vice captains with them, or anything like that. But like this is specifically about their adjutants. Anyway, there we go. That's the scene. But, okay, these are also 2 of our captains. Super recognize him. Super recognize him. Gin Ichimaru first. Man, with a name like that. Okay, so, Captain of the 3rd Company, Gin Ichimaru. Well, we thought perhaps Captain 6 would be sad about his sister's impending execution. It has nothing to do with you, brothers. Oh, it has nothing to do with you, brothers. Is that just like, they say it in a common way, or is that like they're actually all 3 brothers or something? Because they're not, they're not a part of the same family name like him and Rukia. Yeah, they're not brothers, so I don't know. I do think he just means brothers, like, as in, like, in a religious sense. But yeah, why would you be sad? The blood of a criminal dishonors a distinguished family. Captain of the 11th Company, Kenpachi Zaraki. He's got a kind of torn one, pretty, like, this guy's very well kempt and everything like that. Very traditional looking. The silver hair, silver tongue sort of thing. Snake-like. And then he's got, he's got the bells in his hair and the eye patch and all that stuff going on. But he's also, seems like he's been injured recently or something. He's got a very long hilt for his weapon there. And again, tattered up, similar. I mean, maybe all the swipers have this design on that, on the white part. And okay, a commoner who understands the ways of nobility, so he's a commoner. And yeah, if you wish, I'll be header before the execution. I don't think someone with your skills could actually manage that job. Want to test me? Want to be tested? Oh. Okay, he's like, no, I'm saving him. So, okay, he's not trying to provoke him. Give my regards to the little sister. Okay, but so, this guy, very, he was willing to just get into an altercation right here, but Gin, on the other hand, has got something to brewing. They've got something to planning. Doesn't want to spook probably one of the strongest people here right off the bat, And they also said, yeah, the only Soul Reapers who are scared of dying are you and Captain 9. So the only Soul Reapers who are scared of dying would be Gin and then Captain 9, whoever that is. But I want to write that down. And again, you seem awfully calm, Captain 6. Excellent! This is Gin. I assume I'm saying the excellent, though. What are they getting at here? Clearly approached him for a reason. Were they hoping for him to be... I don't think they were hoping for him to be sad. Like, did they actually want this to kill her ahead of time? I don't know. Don't know what they were planning there, but clearly planning something.